What's up, guys? Mindless again. Back with another piece I wanted to share with you out of the collection. And it's recently I've been doing a lot of videos, or not a lot, but the last few videos, except for the last one or two, have been pieces out of the guys from Tennessee. And this is another one that I think is exceptionally special. This is from Brad Blount and JBB Knives out of Tennessee. And this is a SM100 variant of his famous arrestor model, arguably like the most popular of the models that he's made. And not only is it SM100 with the gold blade, but also it's a dress configuration, full ZircoTi handle and Zirc pocket clip. This is very similar to the one, if you look back a few weeks ago, I did one that had the same exact scale or handle material. But the blade was a Damascus, like Samurai blade. So if you look back just a few weeks ago, you'll see that. Here we have the SM100, and like only Brad can do, he's done that finish where you can absolutely see the gold color. It is small. It's a gentleman's carry. Very, very small blade. It's about a 3-inch. It's actually a hair less than that, but nevertheless, it's still absolutely badass. It's identical in spec to the other one I put on, the other piece with the Damascus blade, but this one has the SM100 blade. And the first thing you notice right away is the way it feels. Something about the blade, the way the action is, it just feels different. The way the detent runs on the blade, you can feel a difference in, I don't know, the resistance or whatever. So this piece came as a pair. It came with that other Damascus piece, and it was delivered to a good buddy of mine. And you know, like I recommend you guys do when you're chasing a grail, is let that person know that you're interested, and when they're ready, that you'd love to have a crack at it. And you know, a few months later, it was November when I knew these were coming out last year. About 2 months ago, the offer came that they're available, and at the time I chose the Damascus piece, and a couple weeks later, my buddy and I worked out a trade, and I ended up taking both of them. So this one's added to, so I have both. But just for the video, what I did was I brought, way back in my channel about a year ago, I did my first SM100 arrestor. So I brought that today. I still have it. It's still one of my all-time favorite knives. Iconic piece from JBB Knives. And I brought it just so we can compare not only the finishes, but also the differences in the arrestors, the evolution of how the arrestors have changed. And, you know, this thing is gorgeous with the color variant. You know, I kind of wish this one had it, but since it's dressed to have a cleaner look, it works for me. The first thing you'll notice is obviously the size. The regular arrestor is just huge compared to this little guy. But also, look at the grind. Take a look at the way the blade has evolved. That nose swedge, the difference. And I know a lot of guys that prefer this look, and a lot of guys prefer this look. Personally, I like both of them. I don't really see them as similar. If you look at the cutting edge on this piece, it's a much straighter line, where this one has a little bit more belly. At the end of the day, they're both essentially Wharncliffes, maybe like a modified Wharncliffe, but I found it interesting, and I wanted to share with you guys and take a look at them. These are very rare. This piece, I believe, is one of maybe, I hear numbers 1 of 4, 1 of 5. It's got to be less than 10 of these in existence. This is a one-off. I know Brad's made a few more SM100 pieces in the new arrestor, but I have not seen a ZircoTi handle with the SM100. This is the one-off piece. So I thought I'd let you guys check it out. If you look at it, take a look at the pivot even. It looks like the pivot, if I can get this thing to focus, there you go, is zirconium as well, or blackened steel, but I think it's Zirc. On this side, there's a Zirc handle, acid stonewash, lock side, looks awesome. Just amazing. Brad does a thing with the acid stonewashing where he gets this very dark gray color, and yeah, I've only seen him do it. I don't know what the technique. I mean, obviously he's probably using Oxy or something, but OxyClean to etch. I don't know. Who knows? You know, the guy is a great knife maker and designer. And to me, the arrestor, whether it's this older model or the new one, is always going to be in my top top 5 favorite designs. I just can't get enough of them. I think currently I have 5 different arresters. At one point I was up to like 7, and I started realizing that the collector slash hoarder in me was just gobbling up. Anytime an arrestor came on the market, I would jump on it. And again, like I say in all my videos, in an effort to consolidate the collection and maybe move the pieces up to a higher level, I needed to get rid of other pieces. The best example is this. I had the SM100 old school arrestor, but I also had a full acid stonewash. I did a video on it. If you look way back, it's one of my first videos. I had to let go of that piece because it was just too, not plain, but it was very similar to this. And when faced with keeping the SM100 piece or keeping the regular one, I mean, it's a no-brainer to go with the SM100, and I feel very fortunate to have both of these pieces, just for the simple fact of how rare they are. Specifically this one. I mean, this one became very popular, you know, when Brian Dunn was making his videos and stuff. He had a very good relationship with Brad, and he had this an SM100. When he showed that, it kind of really put the spotlight on JBB knives, and specifically this super steel SM100. And I know it's not steel. Everybody who corrected me, I know what it is. I read the entire thing and directly from Summit or whatever, and it's an amazing alloy. It's essentially titanium mixed with some other metals, but it is definitely not a steel. It has some very amazing properties to it, and I'm not an expert in metallurgy. I would recommend checking out the Ferrum Forge guys' videos. They did like an hour-long or 30-minute long video specifically talking about the properties of SM100. And it can be argued that it doesn't make for a good knife steel because it's so difficult to work on. But there's no arguing that how beautiful it looks when you introduce oxygen during the the heating process, and you get this amazing gold color. You take it even further, and you get these like random patterning in there, and it just, I mean, it's stunning, truly stunning. It's almost as mesmerizing as like looking at a beautiful Sanmai or Damascus. There are so many nuances in the patterning and the colors that you can get lost in it. Even the spotting, it's just gorgeous. Still to this day, I cannot get enough of this knife, and it's awesome to have it. You'll notice the steel it's a different tone of gold, but it's a solid gold blade, and it just looks badass. They both have that strange flipping characteristic. Something about SM100 is just very unique in the way that the knife handles, the way it feels as you flip it open. It feels kind of like, I know it's not true, but it feels like this is a soft steel, and it's kind of being cut by the detent. I know it's not, but it just has that quality to it. It almost feels like it's lubricated. Very strange feeling. But I only have 3 pieces in the entire collection of the SM100. The last one is from Tom Mayo, and I'll do a video on that because those are very rare. But I wanted to share these with you guys today. Just amazing. So let's get this one out of here, because this isn't the point of the show. It's all about this guy today. Absolutely beautiful ZircoTi handle, just gorgeous, and with a polish and a texture. If you feel it, it's been texturized, and it's a stunner. Honestly, this knife is just a stunner. And the cool part is having 2 that are similar, one with SM100, one with Sanmai. I actually feel comfortable now carrying the Damascus, the Sanmai bladed one, because this is the one that is just, I don't know, I mean, to me, it's just crazy rare. The other one, I would carry it, you know, and to have 2, if I ever needed to send it back to Brad for repair or to get some scratches out, I wouldn't be without something similar. They're exactly the same, but the blade is just different. And looking back now, I should have brought the other one with me to do this video so you can see them compared side by side, but I just thought the SM100 bladed arresters would go better together. So, there it is, guys. One of the coolest looking knives in my opinion. I know this isn't going to speak to everybody. It has like this gold color isn't for everybody, but for me, it's sick, and I can't get enough of it. Truly, it is just sick. Absolutely beautiful piece. There it is, fellas. Want to thank you again for stopping in. All you guys that have been like loyal and coming in every weekend and liking every video and commenting below, and I truly appreciate it. It's you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass to do videos. It really is. It takes time to upload and for YouTube to process it and whatever. I don't edit my videos. They're shot one take, so I guess it's not that bad, but it does take a couple hours to put up these videos. So, you know, I do it because it's exciting to share, but also it's really entertaining to have the conversation with other knife nuts in the comment section. And for all you guys that email me or DM me direct questions about the pieces or if they're ever for sale, you know, it doesn't bother me at all. Keep it up, because I have moved pieces to people that have hit me up from the YouTube video. So if there's anything that, you know, it just speaks to you and you gotta have it, you never know when maybe the time comes when I'm ready to offload it. I absolutely will give you first bids at it. So I'm not saying this is for sale. It is not. This is the piece I want to keep in the collection. I want to just keep the SM100 pieces. They're just ridiculous. But again, thanks for all the support. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. I do my best to answer all of them. And if you liked it, the vid, throw me a like. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I do my best to put out a video once a week or so. I appreciate it, guys. Anyway, this is, just for comparison's sake, the OG SM100 arrestor. And today we're looking at the full dress ZircoTi SM100 small arrestor from Brad Blount and JBB knives. There she is. Let's give her one more flip. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Blade's coming up, so I'm excited to see all you guys there. See you on the next one. Take it easy, fellas.